Yo, what's up guys? This is my low-level money making guide for 2018. I released my first low-level money making guide around 1.5 years ago, so I thought it was time that I updated it. So here it is. In this video, I'm going to be showing you all the low-level money making methods that I recommend you do. The amount of money per hour that you can get from each of these different methods depends on the amount of time that you actually have to spend doing it and the amount of time that you have to spend focused on it. So let's get straight into it, and the first one that we're going to be looking at is farming herbs. Now this is one that you want to be doing in between different money making methods. You can do a farming run once every 75 to 90 minutes depending on how long it takes to grow, and the farming run should only take you like 4 to 5 minutes to complete. So like I said, use one of the other methods that are in this video and then once every 75 to 90 minutes to earn some extra quick cash. The amount of herbs that you can get per run is 30 to 75 depending on how lucky you are. It's completely RNG, and doing so you should expect to make around 150k to 300k per run. On top of that, you'll also be getting 1 to 5k farming XP, and in order to do this effectively you do need 30 plus farming. This is because the herbs that make you the most money are unlocked at level 30 plus farming, and it's not necessarily like the higher level your farming level the better herb you can do and the more money you're going to make. Some of the lower level herbs actually make more money than some of the higher level herbs. In the description I'm going to leave a link to a page on the Rune Wiki, which is essentially a calculator which shows you which herb is going to be the most profitable for you at your level. So go check that out before deciding which herb you are going to farm. Now there are actually a few useful items that will help you farm. The first one is this Juju farming potion. You can just buy this on the Grand Exchange, and this gives you a 1 in 3 chance of picking twice the amount of herbs from a herb patch. So that means you'll be making more money from each farming run because you'll be getting more herbs. However, the Juju farming potion is quite expensive on the GE. I think it's around 50k each at the moment, but it has 4 doses, so that will last you for 4 farming runs. So in the end, it is definitely worth the investment if you are going to be doing these farming runs. The next one is Magic Secateurs, and this provides 10% more yield when farming herbs. So if you do have access to this, definitely use it. The next one is the RD Cloak 2, 3 or 4, and you can get this by completing the RD Medium, Hard or Elite tasks. And this allows you to teleport straight to the RD farm patch. But if you don't have this, don't worry too much because you can just teleport to the RD lodestone, which is like a 10-second run from the farming patch. Another one is the Ectophile, and this allows you to teleport to the Ectofungus, which is relatively close to the farming patch around there. And then finally, the Explorer's Ring 3 or 4 allows you to teleport to the Falador farm cabbage patch. But then again, for this one, if you don't have the Explorer's Ring 3 or 4, you can just teleport to Port Sarim and then run north. Now if you have access to the farming patch in Trollheim, I recommend starting there, and then right before you gather the herbs that you've planted, make sure to take a sip of your Juju farming potion, gather the herbs, make sure you use super compost on the herb patch, and then plant a new seed. And you want to do this for the rest of the farming patches. Obviously only take 1 sip of the Juju farming potion. That 1 sip lasts for around 6 minutes, so you don't have to take multiple sips. And then yeah, it's as simple as that. It may take a bit longer for you if you don't have teleports such as the Ectophile and the Explorer's Ring, but still it should only take around 5 to 6 minutes even then. Next we have cleaning herbs, and you can also just clean the herbs that you get during your farming runs. It won't be an outrageous amount of money, but you can still make a bit more if you just clean them. But if you're going to be buying herbs on the Grand Exchange and cleaning them, it's going to be a lot faster and it's going to make you a lot more money. And the amount of herbs that you can clean per hour is between 5,500 and 6,000 depending on how focused you are on it. And doing so, you should expect to make around 1 to 2 mil an hour depending on which herb you are cleaning. And on top of that, you'll also be getting some decent herb XP. I mean, you'll be getting 40 to 80k, once again depending on which herb. And in the description I've left a link to another page on the Rune Wiki, which is a calculator that shows you which herb is going to be the most profitable to clean at your level. Now in order to do this, you are going to have to be setting up a bank preset, and I'm only going to show you how to do this once because you are going to have to set up bank presets for some of the other methods that I'm going to be showing you in this video. So if you don't know how to make one, just follow the steps now and then just apply them to any of the methods that I show you. In this case, we want to clean herbs, so I'm just going to get a full inventory, as you can see here on the right hand side of the herb that we want to clean. And then you want to come down here to manage presets, and you want to save it on any of the first 5. I recommend 1 or 2 just because they're easier to press for me. So in this case, I'm just going to click on the little save button next to 2, and you want to have your preset settings like this, so only your inventory is ticked, and then press confirm. So now whenever you finish cleaning a full inventory full of herbs, all you have to do is click on your bank, press the number on your keyboard to whichever number that you assigned it to. In my case it was 2, and then it will automatically put the clean ones into your bank and then withdraw some new grimy ones. And that's exactly what you want to do for this cleaning method. Next method is making unfinished potions, and once again you can just use the herbs that you've just cleaned and put them into potions for even more profit. The amount of potions that you can clean per hour is between 1.9k and 2k, and the amount of money that you're going to be making from this is between 1 and 2 mil, depending on which unfinished potion that you make. And you'll also get a bit of XP from this. You'll be getting around 2k an hour. Once again, I've left a link down in the description that shows you a calculator for which is the best unfinished potion to make at your level. There are a couple of useful items that will help you make more money and also help you in general with this method. The first one is the Scroll of Cleansing, and this gives you a 12.5% chance that you'll be able to make a potion twice as fast, and it will also give you a 10% chance of saving an ingredient when adding a herb to an unfinished potion. Now that second bonus isn't going to affect you during this money making method because you're not going to be adding an ingredient. However, in the future, if you ever do, just bear in mind that you'll already have this bonus. And the second useful item is this portable well, and this gives you 10% more Herblo XP when you use it, and it also gives you a 5% chance of creating an extra potion. So you can either buy the clean herbs straight from the Grand Exchange, or you can use the clean herbs that you've just cleaned, and you want to mix them together with a vial of water in order to make an unfinished potion. Now once again, you are going to need to make a bank preset for this, and the bank preset should contain 14 vials of water and 14 of the clean herb. Next up we have making cannonballs, and this is actually one of my favorite money making methods, and you'll find out in a second why. The amount of steel bars that you use per hour is 550. You need steel bars in order to make the cannonballs. 1 steel bar equals 4 cannonballs made. The amount of GP per hour that you're going to be making is between 500k and 900k, and on top of that you should also be expecting to make around 15k to 25k XP an hour. And in order to do this you do need 35 smithing, and you also have to have completed the Dwarf Cannon quest, and in that quest you will get this, the ammo mold, and this will allow you to smith the cannonballs. Also another useful item for this money making method is the Mauritania Legs 2, and this will allow you to smith cannonballs twice as fast in Port Phasmadis. So that is why the GP per hour that I just showed you varies so much. If you do have these Mauritania Legs 2 and you do use them in Port Phasmadis, then you'll be making towards the 900k GP per hour mark. However, if you don't and you use a furnace like Edgeville or the Lumbridge one, then you should only expect to make around 500k an hour. Once again, you can make a preset for this if you really want to, and remember, you don't need to carry the ammo mold in your inventory. You can just put it straight on your tool belt and then run to the furnace and start smithing your cannonballs. And the reason I love this method is because it's so AFK. You can easily be doing something on the side without having to pay that much attention. With a lot of these methods that I have shown you, you have to pay quite a lot of attention, and this is by far the most AFK one. So if being AFK is more of your style, then this is one that I definitely recommend, especially if you have a relatively low smithing level, because on top of making money, you'll also be getting your smithing level up, which is also a skill that typically takes a lot of money to level up. So instead of spending money, you'll be making money whilst leveling it. Next, we have a classic one, and this is collecting wines of ZAMORAK. You can collect between 90 and 100 per hour, and the amount of money that you'll be getting is around 700k to 800k an hour. You'll also be getting around 4 to 5k magic XP, and in order to do this, you need 33 magic. Now, why do you need 33 magic? Well, you're going to be using the spell Telekinetic Grab, and this is where you collect the wine of ZAMORAK. This is a little temple just north of Falador. The wine is just sitting on the table, and what you want to do is simply use your Telekinetic Grab on the wine, and then once the wine is collected, just run east past the little building to the south, and then as soon as you get past this little building, the monks will drop aggro. So then you can just run straight back to the temple and then wait for the wine to respawn and then grab it again and do the exact same thing. Also, if you have access to the magic ability Surge, you can use that to get out of the temple and take as least damage as possible. And one more thing, if you're a low combat level, I recommend taking some food here, because the damage that the monks do to you may hurt you a little bit. Casting Egg Spawn is our next one, and you can make between 1.1 and 1.2 mil per hour whilst doing this, and you'll also be getting around 1k summoning XP per hour. And in order to do this, you just need 10 summoning. Now what you need in order to do this is a spirit spider pouch, and you also need some egg spawn scrolls. You can buy both of these off the Grand Exchange, and all you need to do is summon your spirit spider and use the familiar's special ability. And you can do this by just clicking where I am clicking now. If that doesn't work for you, you're going to have to configure your special ability to left click. So in order to do that, just right click on the summoning icon that I'm clicking, press select left click option, and then press it to special move on the left hand side. And basically all you need to do is pick up all the little eggs that the thing spawns. I recommend using area loot. You can turn that on within the settings, just so you can spam the scroll for a little while and then pick them all up at once. And then once your inventory is full, just head back to the bank and then head back out. Now your familiar's special move bar is going to go down, so you want to keep an eye on your familiar's special move points. Every time you use the special ability, it goes down by 6 points, so you want to have some summoning potions available in your inventory and then use them whenever you need to. Or if you don't want to do this, you can run northeast and use the summoning obelisk there, and that will renew your familiar special move points. Similarly to this, you can also create the egg spawn scrolls that you use in order to get the eggs. Doing this will make you between 900k and 1 mil an hour. You won't be getting that much summoning XP per hour, but you only need 10 summoning in order to do this. Essentially for this, you're just going to need a bunch of spirit spider pouches, and then you want to run back and forth from the summoning obelisk in order to make the egg spawn scrolls. I mean, it's really as simple as that. All you have to do is run back and forth. The summoning obelisk in Tavali is the one I recommend because I'm assuming if you're a low level, you don't have access to spirit Kayats, but if you do, then obviously that's the one that I recommend over this one. Now we move on to two of the big money makers, the first one being tanning leather. Now you can tan 28,000 pieces of leather per hour, and doing so will earn you 3 mil plus per hour. Now this depends on the type of leather that you create, and once again in the description I've left a link to a page on the Rune Wiki, which is essentially a calculator that shows you which leather is going to be the best to make. Now don't take this calculator at face value, make sure you check the prices for yourself on the Grand Exchange, because this market is very volatile. Prices are changing literally hourly, if not half an hourly, so something that is really profitable right now may not be really profitable in the next hour. So please make sure you check the prices for yourself, don't just rely on the link in the description. Now for this you're going to be using a portable crafter, and this lasts for 5 minutes. However, this is quite expensive, so if you do buy your own, it's going to tear into your profits a little bit. But some friends chats out there, such as portables, do allow you to use theirs. Now in order to do this, you want to deploy your portable crafter, that is if you are making your own, and you want to deploy it here at this bank in Lumbridge, and then you want to make a preset. You need to make a preset in order to do this effectively. Once again, just bind it to whichever button you are comfortable on pressing, and then essentially what you want to do is you want to click on your portable crafter, press space so it tans it all, then click on your bank, click on the number of the preset that you assigned it to, click on the portable crafter, space, bank, preset, crafter, space, bank, preset, crafter, space, bank, preset. As you can see, it is very intensive, and that is why I guess you make the most money out of this. So if you don't want to do something as intensive as this, I completely understand. And also you want to make sure you have coins in your inventory, because it does cost coins in order to make the dragon leather, and on top of that the dragon hide is initially quite expensive. So if you don't have that much money to start off, which I assume you probably don't if you are watching this video, this may not be that effective, but go try it out if you want to. You may have to do quite a few runs from the Grand Exchange to here to buy and sell the dragon leather and dragon hide, but in the end it may be worth it for you. And the final method in this video is going to be making planks, and this is very similar to the tanning leather. You can make around 9,000 planks per hour, and you'll be getting more than 2 mil GP an hour as well. And this obviously depends on the type of plank that you are going to be making. And once again in the description I've left a link to the plank calculator which shows you the best plank to make. For this you're going to be using a portable sawmill. This lasts for 5 minutes, and this actually does give you a benefit. It gives you a 10% lower cost when making a plank on the portable sawmill. For this you just want to set up your portable sawmill, click on your bank, and then you want to make a preset once again. Now this one isn't as easy as tanning leather, because once you click on your portable sawmill it'll say enter amount. So you're just going to have to enter the amount of planks that you want to make. You don't have to enter the exact number, you don't have to enter 28 each time. You can do whatever, you can just put 99, 222, whichever number is easy for you guys to press. Then it will say this will cost X amount of coins per plank, and then you press number 1 to press OK, and then your guy will do an animation in order to create the plank. And then you just want to click on the bank chest, press the number you assigned your preset to, and then do the exact same thing over and over. And that is it. That is the end of this money making guide. There are a total of 9 methods in this video, so I hope that you guys found at least one of them that will help you out. If you did, please leave a like, because it actually does help me quite a lot. Follow my Instagram if you guys haven't already. I'll just be posting updates on there. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.